Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a review slash recap slash reaction to the Bachelorette finale that just happened yesterday. So yeah, this is a little bit different than what I normally upload, but yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I'm also in a new location today. I just wanted to film in my parents' room today, so yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, that is basically it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. You know, I do want to start doing like TV show recaps and reactions and things like that, so if you guys have any recommendations, definitely let me know. My TV show videos get a lot of hate. I don't know why, but yeah, they get a lot of hate. So if you don't agree with something that I'm saying, it's like a little disclaimer. If you guys don't agree with what I'm saying, or whatever, please, all opinions are my own. They're my opinion. You don't gotta agree with it, basically. So yeah. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about this season is obviously Luke P. So Luke P was definitely the highlight of this season of The Bachelorette. He hated Luke P. I don't know about you guys. I think a lot of people hated Luke P. Everybody hated Luke P. He just seemed very cocky from the very beginning. He's very aggressive to me. He's very possessive, and I feel like he's kind of a hypocrite. He's kind of obsessed with Hannah. Like, he was always worried about her whereabouts and what she was doing. I feel like on last week's episode, he was talking about if you have sex with all the other guys in the fantasy suite, I can't be on the show anymore. And it's just that's really dumb. How is it your business what she does with the other guys? The fact that Hannah has to go and kiss all these other guys and maybe have sex with these other guys, I'm not gonna lie with you guys, to an extent I do understand what he's saying, but I don't understand what he's saying, if that makes sense. So he's dating 30 men at a time in the beginning, right? And she has to obviously kiss all these other guys and do all these other things with these other guys. So if you didn't like that, and you want somebody who's pure, as you say, or you want somebody that doesn't have sex or whatever, and I feel like he's kind of a hypocrite, because he even admitted when he was in college, he was doing that, he was having a lot of sex and doing all this crazy stuff, and he acts like he's a pure virgin. If he was a virgin, maybe I could sympathize with him, but he's not even a virgin, and he's talking like that. So yeah, and also the nerve to just critique Hannah on what she was doing, and it's not really your business what she does with the other guys. I don't think you should be concerned if she's having sex with the other guys, even though I did hear she had sex with Peter on a windmill. Dang, girl, you had sex with him on a windmill. You must have really liked him, and she must have really liked all of him. Let me just say that real quick. Luke P, the show would get a little boring. I'm not gonna front, because he was the only person that was causing drama. So yeah, and that's what made Bachelorette juicy. That's what made it the tea, everything like that. With watching the Bachelorette, I have never seen this is the first time I've seen where it's just one person causing the drama, because usually it's one person that we all hate and despise and causes drama, but usually it's that one person, and then there's other people that do stuff. But no, it was literally just Luke P. I feel like Garrett and Luke P, I feel first of all, Garrett was just a jerk, and he just always was hit what's the word, he was just always him and Luke were just always going back and forth, and I feel like Garrett just wasn't ever really focused on Hannah. He was just so freaking focused on Luke P, and it was just so annoying. I feel like people don't really concentrate on themselves and their relationships with the person. Focus on you and Hannah, don't focus on Luke. She'll do whatever she wants with Luke, it's up to her to make the decision. She even said you just gotta let me do it, you just gotta let me figure some things out, and just trust her to do that. So yeah, I don't know why Hannah kept Luke all these weeks. I felt like she should have sent him home a while ago, but she just kept keeping him, and she did say that she did feel something for Luke, behind everything that we saw. She just her and Luke did have a special connection. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought she was gonna pick Luke. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, dang, she keeps saving him every week. Like, I guess she has to pick Luke then. Like, that's who she wants. Like, that's her soulmate. She wants to be with Luke. Like, that's just what makes sense. But I feel bad. And I'm like, I know we all hated Luke, but I don't think he deserved all that hate. Like, that's just kind of too much and doing too much, honestly. So yeah, I don't know. Mike was one of my favorite guys of this season. I really liked him because he seems like a really nice dude, and I don't know, like, nice southern dude. Like, I don't know, I just really like him. A lot of people really liked him and really wanted Hannah to pick Mike, or for Mike to be the next bachelor. So I'll talk about like the next bachelor and all that later on in this video as well. But yeah, a lot of people wanted him to be the next bachelor. I don't know, Hannah and Mike had a good connection, but I could tell, you know, she really wasn't feeling him like that. And I feel like they had a good bond though. They had a really good bond, almost like a friendship bond. I don't know if they were really meant to be like, you know, boyfriend girlfriend type relationship, but I don't know. But yeah, I really liked him and everything. It was sad the way she sent him home. I didn't really like the way she sent him home. But yeah, I was sad because she was like, oh, I know I can't be, because he kept talking about, you know, your fourth, being like the fourth. He has like 3 strong women in his life, and he's like, I could see you, you know, Hannah, being that 4th person. And then she was like crying, she was really upset, and she's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not that 4th lady. And I was really sad, and I was kind of sad when she sent him home, because I'm like, you sent him home before Luke P, you sent Connor home before Luke P. Those are some good guys. I don't know. I don't know what you were thinking. That's kind of stupid. But yeah, not much to say about Mike. I really liked him, and I'm going to talk about him more later on in this video. Next person I wanted to talk about was Tyler, another dude I really liked, and the person that she should have picked. But, you know, like I said, I'm going to talk more about him later. So yeah, super good looking, and he just, I don't know, he seems really cool. I don't know, from his face though, for the longest I thought, oh my god, this dude, like, he's super good looking, but he's a player, you know. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know, maybe I was wrong. And the last guy is Peter. Peter is really nice. He seems like a really nice dude with his, you know, he's a pilot and all that stuff. So I really liked him. I really thought Hannah should have picked him too, because he seems really like just a nice dude, and I'm like, dang, she should have picked him. Of yesterday's episode, so the first thing I have in my notes, I said that Hannah sends Peter home, and I think that was a big mistake, because Peter seems like a good guy. So yeah, I really think Peter seems like a really good guy, and I don't know why she ended up sending him home. That was a big mistake. I don't know if you guys heard, but I did hear some stuff going on with Peter. Like, he has like a girlfriend too. I'm not really sure. There was just something going on with the whole situation. I don't know too much about it, but yeah. So then the first guy that comes out is Tyler, and he seems like really happy and everything. And yeah, it was kind of sad because she didn't pick him, and you know, he was just talking to her, you know, about how he feels and everything and how he loves her. And then Hannah had to stop him, and then I think she was crying. Oh wait, I forgot a whole nother thing. Let me before I even talk about the whole Tyler proposal, let me talk about before her way to the proposal, you know, the place where they're doing the proposal or whatever. She's like, stop the car, stop the car, stop the car. And then she goes and like she walks somewhere, like she just, I don't know, she's walking, and she like fell. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, this girl is not for real. She literally fell. And then one of the producers, you know, was like, are you okay? And he was, you know, just talking to her. And she had a little bruise like on her elbow or whatever. She's like, no, I'm not okay. Like, she's being really dramatic. And then I saw the producer was lending his hand out to her, like for him to help her. And she just kind of ignored it. Like, she didn't, I guess she didn't see him. I was like, girl, what is you doing? Crazy. And my mom is superstitious, and she was like, dang, when she fell, she should have known she should not have gone through with the proposal, because you know what that means. My mom is so superstitious. I don't believe in that. What I was saying with the whole Tyler thing. So the first guy that comes out is Tyler, and you know, he looks really excited, he's really happy to see Hannah, whatever. He thinks that he's gonna, you know, propose to her, whatever. He starts talking, you know, all this stuff, I love you, blah, blah, blah. Then Hannah stops him, and she seems really sad, really it's hard for her to say that nope, it's not you. And you know, Tyler's so cool about it. He's like, I hope everything goes well with you and Jed. And you know, he's like, basically it kind of seemed like he was like reassuring her, like, you know, you're in good hands with Jed and everything like that. So it was hard to watch, it was hard to see this thing. And FYI, it was kind of just hard to watch the whole episode because everybody knew what happened with the whole Jed situation. So just watching the whole episode, seeing Tyler having to walk down and, you know, go through all that, it was just kind of hard. It was hard to watch the entire episode. This Jed comes out with his guitar. I'm like, you could not make it more noticeable that you're literally in this season of The Bachelorette just for your music career. So yeah, he played a little song for her. She was really liking it, and then she was singing that song that he sang for her, you know, the beginning of the season, I'll be a Mr. Right Guy. I was like, ooh, I just felt so bad for Hannah because I'm like, dang, you do not know what you're gonna put yourself through. And yeah, so it was just like, dang girl, zang daddy, zang, like, oh my god. So I was just watching the whole thing, just kind of cringing through the whole proposal thing because I'm like, damn, like, we all know it's gonna happen, we all know that this isn't really gonna work out. So Mr. Right, I mean, when she was singing I'll be a Mr. Right Guy, I was like, no, I'll be a Mr. Wrong Guy. Yeah, explaining everything that has happened, and it's really, really, really crazy. So basically Hannah found out, I think she said the day after she had gotten engaged to Jed, but basically she was reading a magazine, it was on People magazine, and she found out that Jed had a girl back home. And I don't know, they just showed that, you know, that he had a girl back home or whatever. That was basically Jed's girlfriend. So then I think at first she didn't really think nothing of it, or, you know, obviously she thought it was weird, whatever. And I think Jed had explained that she was like hanging out, like he was hanging out with this girl. And then she was like, explain what hanging out means, and then he starts going into it and everything like that. So, a girl back home, and he never broke up with her before coming on to the show. So literally right before, I'm not gonna get into the details, but I'm gonna get into it enough so you guys can understand what I'm saying. So basically, before coming on to the show, like literally like the day before coming on to the show, like you know, he was telling that girl that he loves her and everything, and you know, they were like in a relationship, like they would go on trips together and everything. And he just never told her like, yo, like he never had broke up with her. So basically the relationship was still going on while he was still on the show. Basically he literally had a girlfriend back home, and he's kind of like a player too, because there was like a video clip of girls at his apartment or something before the show or something like that, and I'm like, bruh. And you know, you could tell Hannah was really hurt by all the news. And yeah, but that's basically what had happened. He kind of admitted that he came on the show to further his music career. He didn't say it straight up, but he said that he never came on the show to find his soulmate, or he never came on the show to find love, really. He just thought that he would come on the show, maybe get eliminated and whatever. So he basically came on the show to get clout. Intentions of being on the show is what I'm trying to say. So, and that just hurts more. He didn't think that Hannah would actually pick him, and she ended up picking him. The question that Hannah and Chris Harrison were asking him was like, why didn't you say something before, like during the fantasy suite or something like that? And he was like, I was scared, you know, I was ashamed. And that makes sense, but obviously he was doing it for greed and just, you know, for clout, definitely to further his music career. Your family was acting so weird, was acting that way because they knew. I was like, they knew what was going on. They knew that, you know, they were talking for a while, and then Hannah and Jed, they decided to break up. She broke up the engagement, and they're completely broken up now. And yeah, so I think claps to her. I applaud her because, you know, she definitely deserves that. She definitely deserves, well, she doesn't deserve that. I'm saying like she deserves more than that. Like she deserves better than that, and she doesn't deserve to be hurt like that and to go through stuff like that. So I think it's good that she didn't. Y'all, like my top is so cute. It says cute but crazy. Sorry, I like my top, but it's like bright lettering, so you couldn't really see it. But yeah, so like I think she did the right decision by not getting back with him, because he would just do it again, probably cheat on her again, and just, it's not good to be tormented like that. So I think props to her. When she came out to talk with Chris Harrison, she did look very upset. Like I could tell, like from her eyes, like she just was so like hurt, and it looked like she was just trying to like hold it in and hold it all together, but I could tell that she was hurt, which is very understandable. So yeah, but I think that was just very wrong about Jed, and I never really liked Jed. Like I said, he was just always trying to start drama with Luke, and he had no right to really talk about Luke when he was the one who was a cheater and doing bad stuff. Hannah was like, if anybody else has a girlfriend, you could just walk out this door, you know? And obviously he stayed. You know, he should have said something like the first episode, but he didn't, because obviously, you know, he wanted to stay on the show, you know? Later on, Tyler comes out, and I really like Tyler. Like I said, he's a really cool dude and everything. You know, he really respects her. He's just really nice to her, and I really like him. And afterwards, they kind of talk, and Hannah asks him, like, oh, can they go get a drink or something? And he's like, yeah, sure, like, he's down with it. And honestly, like, I think it's okay, like, if she goes back to Tyler. I don't think, like, he should, like, propose to her right away. But I think, like, once they get to know each other and everything, like, I'm okay with that. Some people are, like, saying, like, oh, so you didn't pick Jed, so now you're gonna run back to Tyler. Like, that just looks bad. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, you made a decision, and she admits that she still likes him. He still likes her. Like, so I don't know. I just feel like, what's the problem, you know? And they could do it behind the scenes, behind the cameras, like without the cameras, and they could get to know each other. So I'm 100% down with it. Some people are not, but I'm fine with it. We all make mistakes. I think she's realized she should have picked Tyler. I think that's mainly it. That's all I really wanted to talk about, really, about the show. One last thing I wanted to say is, who do you guys think is going to be the next Bachelor? So Mike, we see that Mike is actually going to be in Bachelor in Paradise, but I heard that that's not, that won't stop him from being in the Bachelor. So I'm guessing he could be in Paradise and become the next Bachelor, but I don't know about all that. So yeah. Also Tyler, I don't think he's gonna be the next Bachelor, obviously, because he's trying to like get to know Hannah, and I don't know, they're trying to be together and stuff right now. So I don't really think he's gonna be the next Bachelor, because he's trying to get to know Hannah. So I don't really know. And the next person is Peter. So I think Peter is just gonna be the next Bachelor, because he ain't got nothing going on with him. So I think it's gonna be Peter, or maybe somebody else from the season. But that's basically it. I would rate this season of The Bachelorette like a 7, because it was good, but it was like very drama filled. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's really all I have to say about The Bachelorette. It was a good season. I'm eager to see who the next Bachelor is going to be, but I thought I would just give you a little recap, a reaction type, review type thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, because you never know when I'll post. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Bye guys.